Welcome, Class 9 students, to an exciting journey into the fundamental unit of life, the cell. Today, we are diving deep into prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells, exploring the two main types of cells that make up all living things. From the simplest bacteria to the most complex human, cells are everywhere. We'll start with easy concepts, then move to medium, hard, and finally, the hardest levels, uncovering fascinating details about these microscopic wonders. Get ready to unlock the secrets of life's building blocks. Ready to begin our exploration? Let's start with the basics of what makes a cell and discover the two main categories that define all life on Earth. It's simpler than you think. On this slide, we introduce the very concept of cells as the basic units of life. Think of them as tiny, self-contained factories. We then categorize them into two main types, prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Prokaryotic cells are like simple, one-room workshops, no fancy compartments, with their genetic material just floating around. Bacteria are a perfect example. They are Earth's earliest inhabitants and are incredibly diverse. Moving on to eukaryotic cells, these are like multi-room factories, much larger and more complex. They have a true nucleus, a dedicated control room that safely stores their genetic blueprint, DNA. Plus, they're packed with specialized compartments called organelles, each performing a specific job. Think of plant cells, animal cells, fungi, and protists, all are examples of these intricate eukaryotic structures. This division is fundamental to understanding biology. Now that we've covered the basic definitions and examples of prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells, it's time to test your understanding. Take a moment to answer these three practice questions. They'll help solidify the core concepts we've just discussed and ensure you're ready to move on to the next level of detail. Good luck! Fantastic! You've mastered the easy concepts. Now, let's step up our game and dive a little deeper into the fascinating world of prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells, exploring more intricate details. Here, we are refining our understanding by comparing the nucleus versus the nucleoid region. In eukaryotes, the DNA is safely housed within a membrane-bound nucleus, acting as the cell's command center. Prokaryotes, however, lack this true nucleus. Their DNA resides in a specific area called the nucleoid, without a surrounding membrane. We also highlight the presence of membrane-bound organelles in eukaryotes, which are absent in prokaryotes, leading to significant differences in their cellular machinery. Continuing our medium-level exploration, let's look at the sheer difference in size and complexity. Prokaryotic cells are typically much smaller and simpler, often existing as single-celled organisms. Eukaryotic cells, on the other hand, are considerably larger and more complex, allowing for the specialization needed to form multicellular organisms like plants and animals. We also contrast their methods of cell division, simple binary fission for prokaryotes versus the more elaborate mitosis and meiosis for eukaryotes, reflecting their distinct life cycles. Finally, at this level, we touch upon the evolutionary timeline. Prokaryotic cells are the ancient pioneers of life, appearing billions of years ago. Eukaryotic cells emerged much later, believed to have evolved from these earlier prokaryotic forms. This evolutionary link is crucial for understanding the diversity and interconnectedness of life on Earth. This historical perspective helps us appreciate the journey of life from simple to complex cellular structures. You've successfully navigated the medium-level content. Now, it's time to put your deeper understanding to the test. Here are 5 practice questions designed to challenge your grasp of the more detailed comparisons and evolutionary insights we've just covered. Think critically and apply what you've learned. Good job! Ready for a challenge? We are now moving into the hard level. Prepare to analyze and connect theories as we uncover more complex aspects of prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. At this hard level, we delve into structural and functional compartmentalization. Eukaryotic cells excel in this, with organelles allowing specialized biochemical reactions to occur simultaneously, boosting efficiency. Prokaryotes, lacking these compartments, conduct most metabolism in their cytoplasm. We also examine their genetic material, linear DNA with histones in eukaryotes, forming complex chromosomes, versus the typically single, circular, histone-free DNA in prokaryotes, often accompanied by plasmids. These differences underpin their distinct biological capabilities. Continuing our hard-level analysis, we explore the distinct compositions of cell walls. Bacterial prokaryotes have peptidoglycan walls, a unique target for antibiotics, while archaea have different structures. Eukaryotic cell walls, found in plants and fungi, are made of cellulose or chitin, respectively. We also note the difference in ribosomes, smaller 70S in prokaryotes, larger 80S in eukaryotes, a critical distinction exploited in medicine. Finally, we compare their motility structures, from simple rotating flagella in prokaryotes to the complex whip-like flagella and cilia in eukaryotes, each built differently. This slide connects our understanding to a pivotal biological theory, endosymbiosis. The presence of 70S ribosomes and circular DNA within eukaryotic mitochondria and chloroplasts provides compelling evidence that these organelles originated from free-living prokaryotes engulfed by an ancestral eukaryotic cell. This theory elegantly explains the complex evolution of eukaryotes and highlights the deep, ancient connections between these two fundamental cell types, underscoring a major evolutionary leap. You've tackled some challenging concepts. Now, let's consolidate your knowledge with these 7 hard-level practice questions. These questions require a deeper understanding, analytical thinking, and the ability to connect various biological theories. Take your time, think critically, and apply all the insights you've gained. You're doing great. Welcome to the hardest level. This is where we push the boundaries, exploring competitive depth, engineering insights, and the cutting-edge implications of prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. Prepare for an advanced journey. We begin with the very origin of life, tracing back to the primordial soup and the early prokaryotic cells. The RNA world hypothesis offers a fascinating perspective on how life's fundamental molecules might have first functioned. Understanding this initial spark of life is crucial for appreciating the entire evolutionary trajectory. We then delve into the intricate genomic architecture, comparing the compact, operon-rich prokaryotic genome with the expansive, intron-laden eukaryotic genome, highlighting the profound differences in gene regulation that enable such diverse life forms. Next, we explore the incredible utility of cells in engineering and biotechnology. Prokaryotes, especially bacteria like *E. coli*, are indispensable biofactories, producing everything from insulin to biofuels, thanks to their simplicity and ease of genetic manipulation. We then contrast their diverse energy metabolisms, from anaerobic fermentation to chemosynthesis, with the highly compartmentalized aerobic respiration and photosynthesis of eukaryotes. This comparison reveals how life has adapted to harness energy in myriad ways, forming the basis of global biogeochemical cycles. This slide focuses on the darker side, pathogenesis. We examine how prokaryotic pathogens, like bacteria, cause disease through toxins and evasion, and how their rapid evolution, often aided by plasmids, creates significant public health challenges. Then, we look at eukaryotic pathogens, fungi, protozoa, and helminths, which present different treatment hurdles due to their cellular similarity to host cells. We also revisit the evolutionary transitions, emphasizing the archaeal link to eukaryotes and the profound impact of endosymbiosis in shaping the complex eukaryotic cell, a critical leap in life's history. Finally, we connect these cellular differences to drug discovery. The distinct features of prokaryotes offer selective targets for antibiotics, allowing us to fight bacterial infections without harming human cells. However, targeting eukaryotic pathogens is more complex due to shared cellular machinery. This segment also looks at the broader legacy and impact, from CRISPR-Cas systems revolutionizing gene editing to the potential of prokaryotic metabolism in sustainable energy. The study of these cells continues to unlock solutions for health, environment, and our understanding of life itself. You've absorbed a tremendous amount of advanced information. Now, let's put your comprehensive knowledge to the ultimate test with the first 5 questions from our hardest level. These questions demand deep analytical thinking, integration of complex theories, and a thorough understanding of the subject. Give it your best shot. And here are the remaining 5 questions for the hardest level. These questions will challenge you to think critically, draw connections across different biological concepts, and apply your understanding to complex scenarios. Mastering these questions demonstrates a truly advanced grasp of prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. Keep up the excellent work. That brings us to the end of our incredibly detailed exploration of prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. We've journeyed from basic definitions to advanced biotechnological applications and evolutionary theories. I hope you found this journey as fascinating as I did. For more engaging and in-depth educational content, make sure to visit synapse.omaps.in. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for regular updates and more exciting lessons. Thank you for learning with us, and see you next time.